And that's right. Welcome back to Shawshank Adventures, you party of heroes. Now, I believe last time we were in a bit of a predicament. Being surrounded, goblins dying, a door opening. What exactly happened?
Last time on Shawshank Adventures. After the battle with the orcs and goblins, the troop went to look for Sho Tutatu and found him, and he regaled a story of how he had seen another group of goblins carrying what appeared to be a broken surfboard. Carrying Sparkmaster along as best we could, we hurried after these goblins and set up an ambush. They were quickly dispatched, and Red Cloud was once again with the party. After a few hours of travel, we arrived at the cave to the heart of the mountain. Deciding to take this undertaking at night, rather than during the day, we searched, set up a camp, put up the globe, and hunkered down for a intended long rest. However, short is what it was. As we were discovered by some goblins and their wargs. Hurrying on, we went to the back entrance. The one that Hawk Shing told us about. And it led us down into the kitchen. A narrow fit. So narrow that Sparkmaster had to be left outside. Being invisible. Or he was invisible until he cast a spell, and lo and behold, Xander stood before 16 goblins in all his splendor. Acting quickly on his feet, he demanded from them why they're treating the emissary of Julian this way, and ruthlessly began interviewing them one by one, and dispatching them as they cowered in a corner. As a final knock came on the door, and Namina jerked in a larger hobgoblin creature. From all these interactions, we learned that there was a meeting that was going to be taking place soon. One that included a fair lady, Tubsara, Pterodoc, an emissary from the orc community. Knowing that the orcs are sending an emissary, that could just be the proof that we need to pass on to King Irmar to secure this location and to pull down an army to take it. Or do we search for more information? That was our choice. The choices we had to make. And all probably would have gone well. If Gloria had not walked through the door at that very moment. And that's where we'll start tonight's episode of Adventures in Shawshank.
All right. Gloria, sitting in front of you, shocked at first, regains her composure. It seems as though there's a few figures behind her coming up from below, but you cannot make a good read as to what or who they are. Looking around the room, what is it that she sees? Or who does she see, and in what form?
Sho Tutatu's still a goblin.
Namina's probably standing next to Xander and Soomper. Or actually, no, I think he was trying to go into Bladball's room when Hawkshink attempted to knock it down.
I'm pretty sure Soompa is just in Soompa form, and he's like,
So I think the door was open to Bladball's quarters. I think that did get opened.
Yes, I think so.
It did. Gloria looks directly at you.
At who?
You'll find out.
She wouldn't recognize me because I wasn't at the ball. Well, I mean, at least from my knowledge.
Okay. She looks at you, Xander. Ha! Is that the buffoon from the ball? Where is your loot, pretty boy?
Oh, shit.
He stands there in the doorway.
Oh, that's a burn.
Her shoulders back, the door wide open. Just then, Hawk walks up, hands raised open, and says, "Bow to me." And that's where we'll hold off. Now,
End of the episode.
Show to Tatu. While this dynamic is all happening, and just as the door swung wide open, you hear in an echoing kind of voice from an ambiance all around you, "You have no place here, Gabriel. Your alliances have left you weak. Those you choose to partner with are thin blades of grass in a blaze. Be gone, for your pathetic follower has no place here." It goes quiet for a second. "Ah, spoken like a quivering flame, about to be extinguished. I did not expect you to give out artifacts bearing your personal artisan signature to normal passerbys. Do not tease me with these riddles. What do you mean by that, Gabriel Ali Alasara? Zalizio."
No, it's the name. It's the Soompa in the background. Sorry, go ahead.
"You forget so soon. The easy work he made of your hero, taking from his face what I know took you many centuries to create. Show, even in your goblin form, you look down in your hand and you see the mask. A mask you know no longer have. All goes quiet for a second, and the deep voice come once again. "Ah, yes. Now that is the smell of burning across plains. I guess that is the key." Now, back over to the other one. We're talking with Gabrielle there. As Hawk Shinkdink walks up, hands raised open, and says, "Bow to me, for this cave is mine." He begins to choke. It sounds like something's caught in his throat. You all look over to see what's going on with Hawk Shinkdink, and it seems like there's a lump bulging out from his neck. Normal small Adam's apple starts to pulse larger and larger until you sharply see his throat explode open, a long stream of blood shooting out from it like a pus out of a zit toward Gloria.
My liege!
She does not flinch or dodge it as the crimson falls across her body. A white grin shines through as she begins to chuckle. "You find yourselves in a hornet's nest."
Hornets?
A super starts to look around. What is it that you do?
I am frozen, not necessarily in fear, but I'm very, very wary of my new opponent. I don't know what they do, and I'm terrified to see what's coming next. And I kind of give Xander and Sho and Soomper a worried look of, should we run?
Do I still have this mask in my hand, even though it's not? I don't think I have it.
Yes.
I'd like to put it on.
All right. Just as you put it on, anybody who might have a perception of higher than a 16 or 17 would see a flash of blue, and then the goblin in Witch's Show disappear.
A
Show
passive perception of what?
of 16.
I have a passive wisdom of 17.
Sorry, Super, that doesn't help you here.
All right. So yeah, I don't see it.
I'd have to
Xander.
roll for it. I'm a 15. Passive.
Yeah. You guys don't notice anything. There's a lot of tension in the room. Is there anything you do, or do you just all stay still?
How is the door behind, I guess next to us? I don't know. The door on the far wall that's kind of locked. How is that looking right now?
Like you want to get out of it. You locked it. It's being pounded on from the other side.
Okay. I'm still.
Actually, you took the guy pounding on it and you brought him in and killed him. So.
Okay.
Right? Like that was.
He ran away down the hallway.
Oh, yes. You went out with him. I recall. Yes, that door is being pounded on for sure.
Okay. I'm kind of.
So, you are Gloria.
Oh, I've heard about you. Super says and is like eyeing her up like hella suspicious.
I have not heard about any of you. Only heard you.
Heard? Oh.
Well,
who are you and what brings you into such a remote location?
What brings you in a remote location?
He gives you just dirty eyes. I believe that you are not in a position to speak, little one.
Well, partly you bring us here. You are wanted to answer some questions back in Ironton.
Aha, you are employed by dwarves.
Dwarves or dwarves?
Yes, dwarves.
Oh, she's one of those fancy.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna
not
say.
just dwarves. We are charged by royalty.
Shotutatu, as soon as you put the mask on your face, trying to get the timing of this right, but this is when it would happen. As soon as you put the mask on your face, you begin to hear the deep voice poking and prodding at the other voice, teasing him in a way. Says, "Ha, that is the key. So quiet are you? Did you forget about your prized possession? Ha, 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 ha." And then the torches around the party begin to grow. The flames begin to grow taller. A blast of heat kind of comes all around your party as the torches begin to burn the roots and things on the inside of this cavern wall. And as Xander, you were having a conversation with Gloria, suddenly, darkness, as all the torches around the cavern go out. And it says, then a deep voice says, I've got you now, you dainty piece of shit. You hear the door that Gloria walked in with go. Who has night vision?
I have dark vision.
Or dark vision? We have Xander, we have Namina. Show Tatatu, where do you stand?
I got dark vision as well.
Oh, nice.
Does Super have dark vision?
Should. He's a gnome.
He doesn't. He has like light. He has like slightly dark vision. If there was moonlight or anything else, he'd be able to see.
Dim vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why, but we came up with that originally at the start of this game.
It went completely black, right?
Yep. All light sources have gone out. It takes you a moment for your black and whiteness to come about, but is there something you would like to do, Xander?
My whiteness is usually really apparent.
I will use my cantrip, dancing lights, and throw 4 lights right to where I knew they were.
Okay. The shadows begin to shape and kind of go all around the room as the lights move and catch weird angles on everybody. There are definitely 2 individuals behind her. One of them an orc. The other one you can't quite make out.
If I could see this, I'd be like, oh, you're breaking the treaty.
Does Gloria look like she's struggling in the darkness? Or did she look like she would? Did she was she taken aback by the light that just suddenly came out?
Slightly.
Okay. And you said that there's an orc and another figure behind her?
Correct.
I'm scared to engage. Well.
She begins to walk out into the room. The orc
How close are they together?
within 5-10 feet of each other.
So they're all kind of in a clump right now?
Yes.
Is
Is
the secret entrance that we came in obstructed at all?
It's on
It is
the
not
other side.
obstructed. And you do see her look up at it.
At the entrance that we went into?
The entrance that you came from.
Oh.
And how far away from us are they?
About 20 feet. She looks back to her other friends. So what shall we do with them? I'm not
Shatter.
quite sure we should let them leave.
Huh?
Shatter. 3rd level.
Okay. Right in the middle of them?
Right. It's a 10-foot sphere.
As you reach out to cast it, the pulsing, the adrenaline you can feel just thinking about it. You reach out to cast. It fizzles out in your hand.
Did I see anyone do anything in response to him attempting to cast this, or no?
You saw Gloria wave her hand.
Oh, that's not good.
No. I think that we should get to know each other much, much better. She looks back over her shoulder. Let's seal off this cave. It's of
Get in
no
the
use.
office.
And you see the door shut. You hear footsteps kind of going down. Not yet. but in a moment you start to hear the movement of very large gears, screeching and squealing. In the other room, you can hear the large creatures, this rhinoceros-type creature. You can hear it give a woo! You have one moment to do something and take a course of action, but things are growing dimmer and dimmer.
Like things are getting darker and darker?
No, our hopes
In the
are getting
plot.
dimmer and dimmer.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's get in the
Shotutaku,
office and close the door.
what would you like to
Metaphorical
do in
dimming.
this moment?
I
Let's actually,
would take.
yeah, go right ahead.
At some point during these increasingly, so I thought that I had vanished for a second. You said I vanished, but I'm still there, and I put on the mask and whatnot, and I've heard all this go down, and I'm going to mutter to myself and hopefully any other presence that can hear. Cabril Ali Al Asara Zalisil. If there's anything you can do, now would be the time to do it. I think I've delivered to you your enemy, but I'm now in the clutches of our own. Help. Just wait a second to see if there's any kind of answer.
Okay, noted. Namina. Xander has done his pre-action. Sho has done a pre-action. Namina.
I feel like at this point I've never physically fought a wizard or any intense magic user before, so I'm kind of like, I don't know how to approach the situation because part of me is like, go up and punch it. Another part of me is like, don't go up and punch it. So right now, I think Namina's kind of anticipating some form of a strike and kind of going into like a defensive stance.
Okay.
Trying to read his opponent in some way. If maybe that might be an insight or something. Maybe I could just try to figure out what she's thinking.
Okay, super. You want to see what she's thinking. Roll an insight check.
Okay.
No, super, not you. What do you want to do, super?
Well, I'm rolling an insight check.
No, you're not rolling an insight check. You're not the one who said he's trying to read somebody. That was Namina. Namina,
Okay,
you go
cool.
roll the insight
All
check.
right, gotcha.
Super, what is it that you were doing?
Okay. Sorry. All right.
I got 10.
Fuck. I mean, yeah, I don't really know either. Like, I'm a little nervous too because, like, I want to fight this motherfucker, but it's so dark in here and I can't really, like, shoot anything.
I rolled a 10, by the way.
Okay.
I can't see anything. It's all dark still, right?
No, he cast
No.
dancing lights.
There's dancing lights that are shining above their heads.
And Gloria looks like she's ready to fight or whatever.
Gloria is standing there in a dark room with you, smirking with blood all over her body. There's also an orc person next to her, standing at about 7 feet tall.
We all know what Sumpa does in situations where he doesn't know what to do. And he shoots ice knife directly at her face. Fucking ice knife at the face. Let's see what happens, boys.
And as you do, the ground around you starts to shake. Sho, this starts from beneath your feet. So violently that rocks begin to come down a little bit from the ceiling. And blam! That's where we'll take it till the next episode. Wow, congratulations. We did. You are deeper in the shit. Much, much deeper. And the famous last words are what there, Super?
Ice knife!
There we go. It's the last words of the episode.
Oh my